When I step on the scene, it's like their eyes is all on me. If they ain't talking about money, then they probably don't know me. Looking like Medusa in the 90s, bitch.
Hi guys, so I'm back with another video for you guys. It is going to be another one of my top 5. So it's going to be my top 5 favorite foundations that I wear daily. Yeah, just my top 5. So if you want to see what my top 5 favorite foundations are, just go ahead and keep watching the video, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So for my selection of foundations, I try to give you guys, you know, lowest price to highest price. It's not one of the highest priced foundations, but it is high to some people. So I did try to give you like drugstore and higher end stores like Sephora for the foundations. So my first foundation that I'm going to talk about is the L'Oreal Paris, the Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. I'm in the color 109. This foundation says that it has a demi-matte finish, it's air light, and it's oil free, and it has a medium coverage and 24-hour wear. And did I say oil control? Whatever. I personally have never worn this foundation for 24 hours, but I will say it does last up to 12 to 15 hours when I work a long shift at work. It does last a pretty long time. It is a demi-matte finish. Mama. Okay, so this foundation, it is pretty light for it to be a medium coverage, which I really like. It does have a demi-matte finish, so it's really good for girls that have normal to oily skin. Even if you have dry skin, I think this one will work okay. You would just have to use like a moisturizing primer, because it's honestly not even that matte to where your face is going to be feeling dry. To me, it's not. And you can set it with a powder without feeling cakey. So this one's really nice. I get mine from Walmart all the time just because that's where it's cheaper. I think at Target it may be a little more. I believe at Walmart it's like $11 to $12. But it's closest to my house, so that's where I always get this one. And again, I'm in the color 109. This is really good if you are beginning in makeup but you want something that's more on the medium to full coverage foundation. I will go ahead and pick this one up if you don't like to spend a lot of money. And it does last a long time. I want to say this is my 3rd bottle, and it usually lasts me, I don't know, 6 months, I want to say. But since I do switch out my foundations every day, I don't wear the same foundation. That's why it lasts so long for me. So it just depends on how long you wear your foundation. So this one was the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Pro Matte. And then another drugstore foundation that I just found, well, not just found out about, but I just recently started using, is the MILANI Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation. And I am in the color 0910, and it looks like this. And this one just says it has a medium to full coverage, lightweight, oil-free formula, long-wearing, water-resistant, and sweat-proof. This is a medium to full coverage. Well, I would say it's more of a medium coverage. Lightweight. It is a little heavy to me, but you know, I don't mind. It is one of the thicker, creamier foundations. Oil-free. It is, but this one does have a more of a dewy finish. So if you're a dry girl or a normal girl, as in your skin type, I would recommend this one. I believe this one wasn't even more than $10. I don't believe. But the only downfall about this one is they only have, I believe this is the darkest color, the number 9, and I am not the deepest skin tone, so that's the only thing I would say about this one. It doesn't come in a lot of colors. Hopefully they fix that, because Milani usually does pretty good with their color selection. And it's Conceal and Perfect, so you can use this as a concealer and a foundation, or just as a concealer. It's up to you. I use it as a foundation. I really don't like to wear the same color foundation and concealer, because you can't even see a difference. But yeah, if you need a concealer that's full coverage, I mean, you can always go for this one and it'll last you a very long time. But yeah, I believe I get this one at Walmart also. I think they sell it in like Walgreens and stuff, but I usually don't buy makeup from Walgreens and CVS because I feel like it's overpriced and I don't feel like getting a CVS card and all that other shit. Like, I'm not doing that. So yeah, this was the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. And then we're gonna move on into the higher priced foundations, I guess. And then I'll talk about my favorite one. It is the NARS, what is this called? Sheer Glow Foundation. I get this at Sephora and I'm in the color Tahoe Medium Dark 2. This one is really nice. It has a medium coverage. It goes on more of like a skin-like texture. It's not super dewy, but it's not matte either. It's like right in the middle, like a, not a satin finish, but a skin-like natural finish. So I really like this one. There is a wide color range from NARS, which is really nice. All of their foundations for the most part have a good color range if you're lighter or darker than me. It does run about $42, which isn't too bad. It's not one of the highest priced foundations, but I've had this, I want to say, for maybe a year, and I'm just now starting to run out. But again, I don't wear the same foundation every day. But if you do want to try a higher end foundation and you don't know where to start, I would recommend NARS, just because again the color range is really nice. They have a lot of options, so the NARS one is really nice. Is there anything else I could say about it? Only thing about this one, it doesn't come with a pump. So they do sell the pump from NARS that is $6, but if you wear the MAC Studio Fix, or I don't wear MAC foundation, so I don't know, but if you wear the MAC Studio Fix, I believe the same pump that fits on there could go on here, or you could just buy the NARS pump, whichever one. I honestly don't care to have a pump. I just dump it out on my little foundation tray and work with it. Some people have to have a pump. I do not. It does not make me a difference. It is more convenient, but then the only thing about when you get the top, the pump, you don't have a top. Like, you don't have a top like this to put on the foundation. So it's like, you know, either or. You're either gonna not have a pump and have a top for your foundation, or you're gonna have a pump and not have a top and have that shit squeezing out everywhere. So it's smarter to me to just go ahead and keep it like this, especially if you're gonna travel with this one. You know, at least you know it's securely shut. Nothing can come out of it or whatever. So that's the only downfall about this one. You have to buy a pump if you're a girl that likes pumps for your foundations. If not, you're good to go with just this. And then the next foundation I'm going to talk about is another one of my favorite foundations. Holy grail. It is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation. And this one I am in the color Y455. Makeup Forever, they usually do not have names for their foundations, at least not on their boxes. If you go on the website, then they have the names, but I recommend that you just remember your number. And this one, I can wear two colors. My color for the winter / springtime is a 173. But right now I'm wearing the Y455 because it is summertime. And I am getting, well, my face isn't getting darker, but my arms are. So I just want everything to, you know, be the same color. This one is HD, so it looks flawless in pictures, anything, selfies, whatever you like to do. It is pretty flawless. I can say that. The texture of it, it's creamy, but it's not thick, which is what I like about it. It does have a medium coverage. You can build it up to a full coverage if you'd like. It's up to you. And then it does come with a pump. I also like to finish this foundation with their powder, but it's not the foundation powder. It's like the blotting powder. I don't know what it's called. But yeah, it's the Makeup Forever Ultra HD. This line also offers a lot of colors, especially for women of deeper skin tones. It offers a lot of options, and it also comes in a stick form of foundation. So if you have drier skin, I would say to get the stick. Or if you just prefer stick foundations, you could get the stick. I haven't gotten the stick because I used to think like, oh my god, I'm getting too oily, but I do kind of want to try it now. Or even if you like this but you want to contour, you can get the stick foundation to contour with if you like. It's up to you. But yeah, this one's really nice, very natural looking. If you're taking pictures, have a wedding, going out, whatever, I would say to wear this foundation because it honestly, you can't go wrong with it. Like, you cannot. Like, I've never gone wrong. Only thing you could go wrong is if you get the wrong color, but you honestly cannot go wrong with this foundation. If there's one foundation you have to get from Sephora, that you have to get, no matter what your skin tone is, your skin type, this, that, and the other, the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation will do you so right. And you could thank me later because it's just that serious. It's just, honestly, that nice. Like, that nice. So just take my word for it. Drive your little stuff to Sephora. Go pick this up. Thank me later. And leave it in the comments. And then the last foundation I'm going to talk about that is high-end. Well, it's not that. I guess it's high-end. I don't really know. It's the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup. It looks like that. And this one is in the color, well, I have it in the color 5W1 Bronze. Okay. Now for this one, this is for someone who wants coverage but doesn't mind a thicker feeling foundation. This foundation is a little, you know, heavy on the skin. I don't mind because if I blend it out with a beauty blender, it takes some of it off. If you don't mind having a heavier foundation but you still want that coverage, I would say go ahead and get the Estee Lauder foundation. They also have a wide color range, so you have a lot to choose from. This to me is not an everyday foundation. It's for those days when you're going to be at work all day, you're going to be out all day, you're going to be out all night. This is only when I use a foundation. I do not wear this foundation every day just because it is on the heavier side, and I don't want my face to feel heavy every day. So, you know, this is like, I'm not going to be home for 12 hours type of makeup. So go ahead and get that. Or even if you just like a lot of coverage and you want to wear it every day, go ahead, more power to you. This one does have a matte finish. It dries more matte than the L'Oreal one that I talked about before. It does dry a little more matte than that. So if you are a dry girl, I would recommend, if you do want to get this one, you should get a moisturizing primer. That way it'll balance both out. Because I feel like no matter what your skin type is, to me, in my mind, since I know I went to school for skin and I know how it works, you can honestly wear any foundation you want. You just have to learn how to make it work for you. So if you have dry skin but you want to wear a matte foundation, get a moisturizing primer. If you have oily skin but you want to wear a dewy foundation, you could go with one of the primers that is more, it makes you poreless. That helps. Or you could just go ahead and go straight to a mattifying primer. So yeah, that was just my little tip, because I don't want girls to be discouraged and think, well, I have this type of skin so I can't wear this, I can't wear that. No, you can make it work for you. Trust me, I know it works. You know, put a little bit of oil or whatever you have to do to make it work. As long as you like the foundation, that's what, you know, you have to do. I do it all the time. I mix foundations because, as you can see, let me show you. I'm not gonna hold this one up because it's not the true color. But if you look at all my foundations, they're literally 4 different colors, with maybe my Estee Lauder and my NARS Sheer Glow being the lightest. So you're never gonna, I mean, you might get lucky and you might find a foundation that is exactly your color, but usually 9 times out of 10 you're not. So if you like a foundation that's a little bit lighter, or you can make it work, go ahead and get it. That's what I do, because nothing is ever gonna be my exact skin color. Like, I've been wearing makeup for a while and I still haven't found anything that is my exact spot on skin tone. Anyways, enough of my little rant. The Estee Lauder foundation is nice. It is long wearing. It is very matte. So if you don't mind being matte, that's good. It's nice if you want to go out all day, all night, whatever. Again, about this one, you don't get a pump, just like the NARS one. So you have to do the same thing you would do with the NARS one. You either have to get a pump and not have a top, or not have a pump and have the top. But yeah, these are my top 5 favorite foundations. If you want to know, or if you were wondering what I use to put my foundations on, I either use a beauty blend. Well, this is what I use all the time. I'll use a beauty blender, a stippling brush, and then just a, you know, regular foundation brush. The stippling brush just helps spread the product on the face, and then I'll go in with a regular brush to get more coverage, and then I'll go over it with a beauty blender to get more of a flawless look. You do not have to do those same 3 steps as me, but you know, that's just my preference. That's what I prefer. Whatever you prefer, you like it, I love it. So yeah, this was a quick video. We got this done. I didn't have to do any swatches like I did in my last video for the highlighters. If you haven't seen that video, just go ahead, and it should be on the sidebar somewhere of my top 5 favorite highlighters. That one took me a little bit of time, but yeah, since I didn't have to do swatches, we got this done pretty quickly. If you have any questions for me about, you know, recommendations on what type of foundation you should use depending on your skin type or what you're looking for in the foundation, you can go ahead and ask me. I did work at Sephora, so I can help you out, girl or boy, whichever. Okay, if you have any questions about anything, just go ahead and leave it in the comments below, and I will be back with another top 5 video for you guys next Sunday. Bye.